Danielle tries weird things.
Welcome back to another exciting episode, or maybe, of Danielle Tries Weird Things. As promised, we have quite the Vegan Robb snack haul. Healthy and delicious snacks. We've got 5 different kinds to try, 2 puffs, and 3 crisps or chips or whatever you want to call them. All vegetable-based, all that good nutrients. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna go with probiotic cauliflower puffs. Anything exciting to read about these? I don't think so. It's just, if you've seen our other Vegan Robb's videos with a couple of his snacks, it's kind of the same thing, you know. They're plant-based, good snacks. A lot of them are gluten-free, kosher, non-GMO, a lot of fiber, decent amount of protein for like a chip snack in them. So let's see. And these are also probiotic, so that's an interesting combination. Oh, I ripped the bag. They smell pretty normal. As you can see, they're a regular, nice little puff. That's a cauliflower puff, all right. That's what that is. Not bad, though. I mean, it does have, like, a cauliflower flavor when you bite into it, but it's got a nice aftertaste. It doesn't have a gross aftertaste. And it's got that very typical, like, if you eat any puff of any kind of snack, they always have that little kind of sweetness hints that they leave. It must be like something in the powder that goes on them. So it has that, so it's actually very good. So if you're trying to be healthy, need some help pooping, there you go. That up. Next up, Brussels sprouts puffs. If you've ever had Brussels sprouts, you know that, I mean, they can be good, but wow, they're pretty rough. Smell-wise, taste-wise sometimes. So this is gonna be interesting. Doesn't smell bad. It smells pretty normal. They look about the same, just like a regular kind of puff. I don't get a Brussels sprout taste at all, actually. Yeah, it's just kind of a nice savory puff. It doesn't have quite the like sweetness aftertaste that the cauliflower ones had to them. But yeah, it's good. It's kind of like savory neutral. It doesn't have something that I'd say is a specific flavor to it, but yeah, it's a pretty good snack. I will definitely be eating all of these. Not today. So now we're going to try some of the crisps. They have the one that I am most excited about in there to try, so we're going to save that one for last. So what we're going to go with next are wild rice chips. They're super grain mini waves. Crispy salted and brown riced for your snacking pleasure. Yep, they smell like chips. That's the theme of this. So they look like chips, but they got like little bits in them of what look like flaxseed. Can we identify that? Yes, flax seeds are in here. So you can see those flax seeds in there and all that goodness. They're salty. I should put a disclaimer that I generally eat very low salt. So sometimes if I think it's salty, you might not think it is, but they seem very salty to me. So this is gonna make a lot of sense because they are rice-based. If you've ever had like those Quaker rice cakes, like plain ones, they taste very similar to that. Bit crunchier and denser, and just like kind of salted. So yeah, pretty plain, salty. If you're looking for just like a nice salt nugget, these will do nicely. Turmeric chips. I said it the wrong way.
I'm looking at it now. It is turmeric.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It is
T-U-R.
turmeric. I did as well. I always thought it was turmeric. We're gonna have to break for a moment to resolve this, because I swear it's turmeric.
I could have sworn.
Not turmeric.
Okay.
Okay, no, it is. It's spelled...
They spelled it wrong.
So, I just want to clarify. The front says turmeric. If we want to look at the ingredients right here, you'll see turmeric, where it is spelled correctly, turmeric. That is it. That is the right way to say it. It's made from turmeric. which is actually one of the best spices that you can have. A good tip, it absorbs well when you have it with black pepper. So if you're not having it with black pepper, you need to put a lot more. So whenever you use turmeric in something, you always want to kind of combine it with black pepper to actually get it. But yeah, you can look it up. It's got a lot of really, actually very good benefits. Anti-inflammatory, fights a lot of things. Basically, whatever you can add it into. It'll be interesting to see how these chips are made. It does have a flavor that you kind of either hate or love, but it's a very, very mild flavor. So if you don't like the flavor, it's easy to mix it with other things to kind of cover that up. It's super yellow, like you use it to dye a lot of things. So, smells like chips. So these look just like the other chips, except they're super yellow. You can see that, the yellowness of them, and that's the turmeric. So let's see what the flavor is. Yeah, that's good. So again, turmeric has a flavor that's kind of hard to describe. The way I would say these chips taste with all the spices on them, it's kind of like, it tastes like it's got like a hint of curry and maybe almost cinnamon, like at the end. So it's very good. You might love turmeric, you might hate it. If you like it, these chips are something you will love. And they are far less salty than their wild rice counterparts. So I think this is kind of like the wild rice one, but less salt, and they add turmeric and like seasoning into it. So if you are looking for a nice, healthy, tasty, savory snack, this is a good combination, especially because it's got the turmeric in it. That's very good for you. Oh, it also has a little pumpkin and algae protein. So now we get to go to my favorite, wild mushroom kettle potato chips. I love mushrooms, despite the fact that if I eat a lot of them, I get very sick. I do it anyway, because mushrooms aren't gonna tell me no. Anything exciting about these? Well, these are just mushroom kettle chips. Yep, they smell like kettle chips with kettle chips with a dash of mushroom. And I mean, they just look like totally normal kettle chips. Like, let's say I can see there's a little bit of powder on them, so hopefully that's some good, tasty seasoning. Well, it's kind of disappointing. I mean, they're good, but they just taste like kettle chips. Like, there's really no mushroom that I can detect. They do seem less salty and greasy than regular kettle chips, so, I mean, that's a good thing, and there is mushroom in here, but you don't taste it at all. It's just like a tasty, plain kettle chip. Honestly, they were all actually very good, and some of them didn't quite live up to their flavoring name, like the Brussels sprouts puffs didn't taste like Brussels sprouts, but I think that's really a plus, not a negative. That's probably good. The mushroom kettle chips really just kind of were plain kettle chips, so that was a little bit of a disappointment, but they were still good. I definitely still eat them. Instead of doing them like one at a time, I'm actually just gonna straight across the board say 0 pukes for all of them, because they were all good, and each one was a little different, so depending on what you like for a snack, Vegan Robb's has a pretty big line, actually, of a ton of different snack products, so just try them all out and kind of see what you like, but I'm sure you'll be able to find a good alternative. I'm also not being paid by Vegan Robb's, but if you want to pay me or just send me free samples, I would gladly accept them. So if you want to see any of our other reviews, feel free to check out more of our stuff on our channel, or find us at littlegiantmonsters.com, or on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And of course, feel free to like, leave a comment, ask any questions, suggestions, whatever you want right below. Until next time. Sip. Can you see enough of his face?
Oh, yeah.
Aww. Danielle tested, Ted approved. Sit pretty. Oh. I'm gonna eat so many snacks this weekend.